Alright, what is up, guys? Back with another trade recap. I'm on the PC again, so I'm playing jazz to cover up my PC fins in the microphone. So, like I said last time, hopefully that isn't distracting. But yeah, let's get into this trade. Who's calling me, bro? Let's get into this trade recap. Traded Tuesday, today's September 2nd. So I was looking at the economic calendar, seeing we have yellow folder for USD pairs or indices, whatever you want to call them. Except for Trump speaking at 1 p.m., but I wasn't too worried about this. I'm trading Asia session for my funded account just because the stop loss is smaller most of the time. It's giving me the opportunity to have less risk on the table. But looking at the chart, really wasn't too much. Like, this video shouldn't really take that long, honestly. It wasn't really too much that I needed to see. If you watched last video, you know my bias is bearish on the higher time frame. But if you haven't watched last video, I'll just go over real quick. We have all-time highs. We're swept on ES. NQ did not sweep all-time highs. So that gives us our bearish SMT. On the 4-hour, price breaks lower. 4-hour change in the state. This is on Friday when it breaks lower. 4-hour change in the state. And then we are still respecting this 4-hour gap. So going into today, I wasn't really targeting all the way down here. This was a draw though. This was my draw, but this wasn't my target for the trade. I was still, like I said, I was bearish. So we're respecting this 4-hour gap from Monday, break lower, and then all I really needed to see was just a internal manipulation for a continuation for today's trade, and that's pretty much what I got. I don't know, market has been really nice this week. It's just been giving me exactly what I'm looking for into open, and the trades have been playing out, so that's nice. It's always nice, right? Just having a plan and then the plan going the way you expect it to. Of course, with trading, right, you have to be prepared for a loss, right? Like, you have to go into every trade expecting to lose. So it's just nice when you actually, can get what you're. I think I'm rambling, bro. Honestly, but hopefully you get the point. It's just nice when you see a win. That's all I'm trying to say. A win's always nice. So going into today, we have these relative equal highs from a close on Monday. Going into the open, we sweep these relative equal highs. ES does not. I'm still in reset mode. Hold on. ES does not sweep the relative equal highs at open. I believe we gapped down, actually. Yeah, we gapped down right here. So we gapped down. So I needed a bit more confirmation. I couldn't really enter just off of this change in the state right here. All right, I'm getting ahead of myself. So we had this sweep of the relative equal highs. ES does not, but ES gaps down, right? Normally, I would enter this change in the state once we get displacement, but I needed to see a little bit more just because ES just gapped down. I didn't know if we wanted to rebalance up. It was ES gapped down, and we could have just took these lows, right? Created an SMT and then went higher, right? And because we already swept on the 4-hour, we already swept. I'm on the wrong chart. On the 4-hour, we already swept those relative equal lows, so I was a little bit bullish actually. Like, I wouldn't have been surprised if we rallied from here. I would not have been surprised at all if we rallied from here, because we already swept it on Monday, I believe. So I just needed to see a little bit more, and all I really needed to see was just internal soup followed by displacement, and an even better setup would have been if there was an inversion for value gap. I don't think we got an inversion for value gap though. I think it was just this turtle soup and then the break lower, like with displacement, right? Yeah, that's all it was really. So sweeps this internal high, creates an SMT on ES. Creates this SMT. Oh, it was YM actually, sorry. What day? Monday. 5 p.m. I'm looking for. Was it YM? I always get these mixed up, bro. I'm so sorry. Okay, I think it was YM. Yeah, we'll just say it was YM. I can't really remember exactly what it was, but it looks like it was YM though, because we have this low, this high sweeps this low, or this high sweeps this. We call it a lower high. Anyways, we get the soup, we get the SMT, displacement, close below. I like this candle more though. I wanted to enter here, but I was calculating the risk. Like normally what I do to calculate risk, I'll just go on trading view and do this. I mean, I know you could use the ruler, but it's just nice using this, right? Because you can just do this and be like, oh, 6 times 20, right, for one contract, or 6 times 40 for 2 contracts. But it's like, I like just having the math already calculated for me. It's just faster that way. But anyways, I was calculating risk, and as I was calculating risk, this candle just comes out of nowhere, like, not out of nowhere. Obviously, I'm bearish, right? But it's just like, it was a very fast candle. So my fill was around here. Still fine. It just ended up increasing my risk. I was in 2 contracts. Actually, I think I was down here because it was like $400 risk. Yeah, so it got me in like really late. So that's fine. Normally, you know, you wait for the retest, but I don't really like waiting for the retest just because I like just getting in early. I don't mind sitting through a little bit of chop and then displacing. But in cases like this, it's just a little annoying when your fill gets messed up. But you know, you can't really control stuff like that. It's just, it is what it is. In terms of targets, I was just using the standard deviation. We have these relative equal lows right here at, underneath the -1. So I was really confident in these getting tagged, and I was a bit hesitant on taking this trade just because 2 had no liquidity to target and 4 was like right here. But the reason I got in those because 4 was actually equilibrium of the range. So if I draw the fib, you can see that New York low of day, or New York low of session, is right above the 0.5 of the range, so equilibrium. So I wouldn't have mind seeing price rebalance straight to it, and that's exactly what ended up happening. And that was pretty much it for the trade. Like I said, this video doesn't have to be too long. I didn't talk about standard deviations in the last video just because it was already like a 16-minute video, and I could just tell like it was gonna be just me rambling on, so I wanted to just kind of cut it short. But that's normally what I do, use standard deviations to find targets, and this is a case where it just lines up perfectly. You know, 0.5, -4. This is a very likely target for me, and you see we got clean and efficient delivery straight to it, and this is what you like to see, right? It's just nice when you know, price just aligns with your bias and you get clean delivery. So I don't want to ramble on too much. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Oh, hold on, let me show you the account and the executions. Where are you, execution? Here we go. Entered right here. Like I said, at that candle. Oh, I entered actually kind of late. No. Did I enter late? SMT, break lower. Yep, displacement. I entered right here. We rebalanced to that fair value gap. and then displacement all the way down to that -4 standard deviation and equilibrium and low of New York session. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We're up 1.75, 1.76. It's at 4, so I don't know if you want to round that up or not. That's up to you. But I'm rounding it up for the title because I don't know. I don't want to have the same 7.5, 7, what was it, 1.75. I don't want to have that 2 videos in a row. It's gonna look confusing. So, yeah, pretty green week. Up 3.5K on the week. I might take one more trade today. If I see something that I like. I'm a little bit in the middle though, just because we already took out so much sell side. We're already so deep in discount now. Like, I'm looking maybe for longs, but I don't want to force a long. If we're still this bearish and we have a 4-hour change in the state, I just gotta let price do what it's gonna do. I'm not really trying to force anything, like I said before. So, if I take a trade tomorrow, I'll post it. If I don't take a trade, then you won't see a video, I guess. So that's pretty much it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you all for watching, and peace out.